the thing. I'm really good at giving relationship advice. Mostly because I've been in a lot of bad ones. But not anymore. Hey, Carmen. So, I have some relationship questions from the audience. It's time for Tiff's Love Tips.
Once upon a time, there was a famous rapper and actor named Common. He was known for his smooth voice, kind words, and charming personality. Many people believed he was a very thoughtful and loving man. Then there was Jennifer Hudson, a powerful singer with a big heart and a strong life story. She had faced many difficult moments in her life, but still stayed strong and kind. When people found out that Common and Jennifer were together, fans were very happy. They thought, finally, two amazing people have found love. At first, everything looked perfect. Common would go on interviews and say very sweet things about Jennifer. He called her special, talented, and even said she could be the one. People started to believe that maybe, just maybe, this relationship would last forever. Jennifer also seemed happy. After going through so many struggles in her life, it looked like she had finally found someone who truly cared for her. But sometimes, things that look perfect on the outside are not always perfect on the inside before Jennifer. Common had been in many relationships. And not just with ordinary people, he had dated famous women like Erykah Badu and Serena Williams. At first, these relationships also looked strong and happy. But sadly, most of them did not last long. People began to notice a pattern. Common would fall in love quickly, say beautiful things, and make big promises. But after some time, the relationship would end, often leaving the other person heartbroken. Some people even started saying that Common was not someone who liked staying in one relationship for too long. They believed he enjoyed the excitement at the beginning, but not the responsibility that comes later. One of his past relationships was with a funny and energetic actress named Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany really liked Common. She talked about him in interviews, smiled when mentioning his name, and even imagined a future with him. She once joked that instead of a ring, she wanted him to give her something big like an apartment building. It showed how serious she was about building a life together. But things didn't go the way she hoped. Their relationship ended, and it wasn't easy for Tiffany. Even though she laughed and made jokes, many people could tell she was still hurt deep inside. When Common and Tiffany broke up, he said it was because they were both busy with work. He explained that they couldn't spend enough time together. But Tiffany didn't fully agree. She hinted that the real reason was different. Without saying it directly, she suggested that Common might not be the type of person who stays loyal or settles down easily. Soon after their breakup, something surprising happened. Common was seen with Jennifer Hudson. For many people, this raised questions. Some wondered, did this relationship start before the last one ended? Tiffany even made a small comment during a live video. When someone asked her about a gift, she joked that maybe Common gave it to Jennifer instead. That one comment made fans suspicious. From that moment on, people started connecting the dots and creating their own stories about what really happened. Even though nothing was confirmed, the situation became messy. For a while, Jennifer and Common seemed happy together. They smiled in public, supported each other, and shared kind words. But slowly, rumors began to spread. People started whispering that Common might not be fully committed again. Some even claimed he was spending time with other women behind Jennifer's back at the same time. Common was still giving interviews, saying Jennifer was amazing and even talking about marriage. This confused many fans. How can someone talk about love so seriously and still behave differently? They wondered. Meanwhile, Jennifer was said to be very upset. According to people close to her, she felt hurt and disappointed. She had trusted him and believed in the relationship. Imagine believing someone truly loves you only to hear rumors that they might not be honest. That kind of situation can be very painful. Jennifer didn't speak directly about the rumors, but during one of her performances, she talked about respect and honesty in relationships. She said that no one is perfect, but values like truth and loyalty are very important. The audience understood her message immediately, while Jennifer stayed calm and respectful. Tiffany Haddish reacted differently. She didn't directly say anything mean, but she posted messages online that seemed like hints. One message said something like, "Some people only learn when they experience things themselves." Many fans believed she was talking about Jennifer. Some people supported Tiffany, saying she had already seen the truth before anyone else. Others thought she was being unfair and enjoying someone else's pain. The internet quickly became divided. At the same time, fans started looking deeper into Common's past. They noticed that many of his relationships ended in a similar way. This made people wonder, is this just a coincidence or is it a pattern? Jennifer's story also made people feel emotional. She had already gone through many difficult times in her life, including personal loss and a painful breakup before. People believed she deserved peace, love, and happiness. Now, everyone is waiting to see what happens next. Will Jennifer speak openly about everything? Will she move on quietly and focus on her life? And what about Common? Will he change, or will the same story repeat again? As the rumors kept spreading, something big happened. The internet exploded. People on apps like TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter started talking about the situation nonstop. Everyone had an opinion about Common, Jennifer Hudson, and Tiffany Haddish. Some people became like detectives. They went through old pictures, videos, and interviews. They tried to find clues about the mystery woman people were talking about. Every small detail became important. If Common was seen standing next to a woman, gives people ask questions. If Jennifer posted a sad message, gives people made guesses. If Tiffany liked a funny or shady post, gives people connected it to the drama. It was like a big puzzle, and everyone wanted to solve it. What people were saying, the opinions were very different. Some people felt very bad for Jennifer. They said she trusted him and got hurt. She deserves better. She has been through enough already. Others focused on Tiffany. They said she warned everyone before. She saw the truth early. Now people finally understand her. But not everyone supported Tiffany. Some people said, why is she laughing at someone else's pain? She should move on. This is not kind behavior. So now, the story was not just about love anymore. It became about who was right and who was wrong. One of the biggest questions was, who is the new woman? Nobody knew for sure. Some people said she might be someone from the same friend group, a model, or someone who had been around for a long time. The idea that Jennifer might actually know. This woman made things even more painful. Imagine trusting someone and then finding out they were close to someone else at the same time. That feeling can hurt deeply. Jennifer's quiet pain, even though the internet was loud. Jennifer stayed mostly quiet, but people close to her said she was very upset. They said she felt embarrassed, felt heartbroken, and kept asking herself what went wrong. She had believed in love again, and now it felt like that trust was breaking. Still, Jennifer did not shout or attack anyone publicly. Instead, she stayed strong and handled things with grace. That made many people respect her even more. Tiffany's reactions, meanwhile, Tiffany seemed very different. She didn't cry. She didn't stay silent. Instead, she liked funny posts, reacted to memes, and shared messages that sounded like hints. It was almost like she was saying, "I told you so." To her, this situation didn't feel like a surprise. It felt like something she had already experienced before. Common at the center, and in the middle of all this, it's Common. Interestingly, he wasn't saying much. While people argued, guessed, and debated, he stayed quiet. This made people even more curious. Some said, why isn't he explaining anything? He should take responsibility. Others said, maybe we don't know the full story. But one thing was clear. The spotlight was now on him more than ever. A story still not finished at this point. The story is still going. Nothing is fully confirmed. But emotions are high. People are watching closely, waiting to see. Will Jennifer finally speak openly? Will Tiffany say more? Will Common explain the truth? As the drama kept growing, people started asking one big question. What will Jennifer Hudson do next? Everyone was watching her closely. Would she stay quiet or finally speak up? Jennifer finds her voice. For a long time, Jennifer stayed calm. She didn't go online to argue. She didn't call anyone out by name, but then something changed. During one of her live performances, she paused between songs and spoke to the audience. Her words were simple, but powerful. She talked about respect, trust, and knowing your worth. She said that in relationships, nobody is perfect, but honesty and loyalty should always be there. The crowd immediately understood, even though she didn't say Common's name. The message was clear. A quiet but strong response. People online reacted quickly. They said that was her response. She handled it with class. She didn't need to say names. We know who she meant. Instead of shouting or creating more drama, Jennifer chose strength and dignity. And sometimes that kind of response is even louder. Tiffany adds, more fuel, but not everyone stayed calm. Tiffany Haddish saw everything, and she couldn't resist reacting again. She posted a short message online. Some people don't listen until they feel it themselves. That one sentence created another wave of reactions. People immediately connected it to Jennifer. Two different ways to handle pain now. The difference between the two women became very clear. Jennifer, calm, respectful, quiet, but strong. Tiffany, bold, direct, a little messy, but honest. Neither way is completely right or wrong. People handle pain differently. Some stay silent, some speak out. Both are human. What about Common? In all of this, Common was still mostly quiet. No big explanation, no clear answers. This made people even more frustrated. They wondered, why isn't he saying anything? Is he avoiding the truth? Or is there something we don't know? Sometimes silence can make things even more confusing. A pattern people can't ignore by now. Many fans started noticing something important. This situation looked very similar to Common's past relationships. The same cycle: sweet words, strong beginning, big promises, then problems. This made people think, maybe this isn't just one mistake. Maybe it's a pattern. Jennifer's real strength, even though the situation was painful. Jennifer showed something very powerful: strength. Remember, she had already gone through personal loss, a difficult past relationship, many life challenges, and yet she still stood tall. She didn't let this situation break her. Instead, she reminded everyone, know your value. What might happen next? Now the story stands at a turning point. There are many possibilities. 1. Jennifer moves on. She focuses on her life, her career, and her happiness too. Common speaks out. He finally explains his side of the story. 3. More truth comes out. People may discover what really happened behind the scenes. 4. Tiffany continues reacting. She might keep sharing her thoughts directly or indirectly. Every story reaches a moment where everything becomes clear. And this story is no different. A new beginning for Jennifer. Everything that happened, Jennifer Hudson slowly began to step back from the noise. The rumors, the opinions, the social media drama. She chose peace. Instead of focusing on the pain, she focused on herself. Her music, her career, her son, and her healing. People started noticing something different about her. She looked calmer, stronger, wiser. It was like she was saying without words, I've been through worse, and I'm still standing. The cycle continues. Meanwhile, Common remained a mystery. Some people believed he would move on quickly, start a new relationship, and repeat the same pattern. Others hoped he would finally reflect on his actions, learn from his past, and grow into a better partner. But one thing was clear. Change only happens when a person truly wants it. Tiffany's final position. As for Tiffany Haddish, she stayed exactly who she is: bold, loud, honest. Some people still supported her, saying she told the truth from the beginning. She saw the red flags first. Others felt she went too far, saying she should have shown more kindness. Pain is not something to laugh at. But at the end of the day, Tiffany didn't pretend to be perfect. She reacted the way she felt. 3 people, 3 different paths. Now the story shows us 3 very different journeys. Jennifer Hudson chose peace and self-respect, handled pain with grace, focused on healing and growth. Common stood in the middle of the storm, faced questions about his past, left people wondering about his true intentions. Tiffany Haddish spoke her truth openly, showed her emotions without hiding, became a voice of, "I warned you, the truth about love." This story may seem like celebrity drama, but actually it teaches something very simple that even a child can understand. Love is not just words. Anyone can say, "I love you, you're special, you're the one," but real love is shown by being honest, staying loyal, respecting the other person, a simple lesson, easy to understand. Think of it like this. If someone says they are your friend, but keeps hurting you again and again, are they really your friend? The same goes for love. The most important message at the end of this story. The biggest lesson is, know your worth. Don't ignore red flags, don't believe. Only words watch actions, and never stay where you are, not respected, because the right person will never make you feel confused about their love. Final thought: life is like a book. Some people are just chapters, not the whole story. And maybe for Jennifer Hudson, this was just one chapter, not the ending.